Good afternoon. Welcome to the press conference for Cameron Norrie. Please raise your hand if you would like to ask a question. Cameron, great match out there. So just give us your thoughts on your performance.
Yeah, thank you. It was a tough match, and I didn't start as well as I would have liked, but I didn't really flinch like the match before, and I just held my nerve and played well, and kind of stole that first set and kind of ran away with the match after that. So maybe from his perspective, it was pretty tough maybe for him to lose that first set and to be down 2-0 at one point. But yeah, it was a really good match. I was really happy with my attitude. I didn't play as well as the match with Francis, but yeah, it was still good level and nice to be through.
Matt?
Well played, Cam. Can you talk to us a bit about court one? This idea of you've never lost there, and what is it about that arena that you like so much, other than the fact that you always win there? And will you be requesting court one for the last 16 match?
Yeah, I lost one match there against Eubanks once, but I have a good record on that court and I really like it. I don't know why, I feel like I can move really well on it, and I think my favourite part is obviously the atmosphere and the energy, and the people really get behind me on that court, and I quite like being very close to your team. They're right there on the corner, and you can pull energy from them, and they're getting fired up, and I quite like that. And yeah, I'll play on any court, to be honest. I feel good over there, and I have a good routine, obviously warming up in Norrie, come from there, and it's a bit more chilled out. But I'll say, yeah, it's that court one is definitely my kind of vibe out there.
Closer to the fans as well, like you said, with your team, do you feel like the fans are?
Yeah, just overall good energy, and people are loving it, and I think I felt a bit more energy today. Obviously, Friday afternoon, people had a few drinks. I could feel that and getting behind me. So it was nice to see, and it was a nice day here. So it's perfect for them.
Jemini?
Congrats, Cam. At the end of last year, when you were coming back from the arm injury, you were struggling a bit with your forehand. It took a while for it to come back, I guess. What was the process to getting it to the point where it is now today?
Yeah, it's that was a tough one. Obviously, I was doubting the forehand a lot, and I was kind of changing my swing without trying. It was just kind of a lot of reps to trusting it again. And I think, yeah, to be honest, I got a few wins in Mets at the end of the year, and then the confidence came back with that one. And then, yeah, I think I was hitting the forehand great all year. And I think we spoke a lot about just having expectations too high and wanting it to happen so fast. I knew I was playing well, wanting it to happen right now, rather than being patient and actually earning the results and earning the wins and earning the points. And I think once I did that one on the clay and relaxed and enjoyed my tennis a little bit more, it all came to me quite easily. And obviously I love to compete, and I know I'm a good player, so I had to back myself.
What way did you kind of feel you were changing your swing to your forehand?
I wasn't trying to change the swing. I think it was just, I'd not had a big injury in my career before, and I was just feeling my arm a little bit, and it was a weird sensation, and it was quite a big injury. Obviously tore my bicep, and yeah, and you obviously swinging at the ball and then not trying to, you kind of just last minute, you're not fully trusting it at that full in range, and I think it just takes repetitions and time and confidence from matches and everything, and yeah, it was definitely nice. Well, not a nice thing to happen, but it was a nice thing to go through, to learn about how to trust the mind to trust the body again.
Martin?
Yeah, you talk about wins there on the past. You beat Golfan and Draper and Paul and others. Do you draw on those memories when you go onto that court, that you've had good days there, far more good than bad? And does that sort of bring a bit more self-confidence into yourself as well?
Yeah, definitely. And I think that was a big factor in the match today. I know Mattia had never played on that court before. He's an amazing player. I really like his game, and his stats, coming into the match, were really good. He's a great serve. He kind of plays a little bit like me, a little bit more aggressive than me, hits the ball harder than me, serves bigger than me. And yeah, I love that court, and I feel good. I feel very safe on that court. I've moved well, and I enjoyed my tennis today, and that was the biggest part, and that was the part I'm most proud of. And I played well in the crucial moments. And yeah, I think he could have run away with that first set, and I think I was very calm to kind of not change anything and just keep doing what I was doing, and managed to get myself into the match there. And I think the experience paid off today.
The only time you've been this far before Wimbledon, of course, you went to the semi-final. Does that also sort of build a sense of big things could happen? This isn't just the end of where it's going. This is the start of something for the next few days and weeks and the week as well.
Yeah, it was from the beginning of the tournament. I was here to play and compete, and it's obviously nice to be through. But I'm most proud. I'm just enjoying match for match, and it just feels kind of like when I obviously made that run. The weather was unbelievable that year, so sunny. I was playing a lot on that court one that year as well. So it was so much fun that year, and it feels a little bit like that right now, and it feels very normal. But still a long way to go, obviously, and it was a nice win today, but it was a solid match. Nothing to get too carried away with.
Thank you. Hi, Cam. So Jack Draper spoke yesterday about sort of the expectation he had going into this tournament. And he sort of jokingly said, "God, no, I can't believe Andy Murray won 2 Wimbledons." Despite the fact you've got to a semi-final, which is further than Jack's got, you tend to fly under the radar a bit more. Do you think, if the expectation was on you in a similar way, do you think you'd enjoy it, or do you prefer to be a bit more low-key?
I don't care, to be honest. I think it was 3 or 4 years already. I was British #1 coming into Wimbledon, so I know what it feels like. Obviously, never been #4 in the world like Jack has. But to be honest, I feel really relaxed here at Wimbledon. Amazing tournament, so much tradition. I want to just go out and compete. It's the best tournament in the world, so I'm not really thinking about all that stuff. And I think it's important to use the crowd to your advantage. And I was just pulling from random people in the crowd today, getting fired up with them, and you can see they're loving it. And yeah, it's Friday afternoon. They're there to watch tennis. They're there to enjoy, and wanted to try give them something to cheer about. And I think the people quite like it when you look at them and get fired up, and they feel like they've played a part in the win. So it's I wanted to pull from the energy from not just my team, but for some random people in the crowd. And I've seen Andy Murray do that a lot in his matches, and yeah, so much fun today.
Neil?
Hi, Jack. Just on that again, how different is it from centre court? Is it that you think the people there are different, or is it that they are? How do you think? How do you see it?
I think just the atmosphere, obviously the court and your team is further away. I feel like typically in the past that the centre court has been a bit quicker and a bit sliding through a little bit more. But I love centre court too, and if I'm playing my next match on centre court, that's great. And yeah, I feel there's the tendency to be a little bit more respectful on that centre court in terms of energy and crowd, like noise and everything. And I felt like today on court 1 there was a few difficult moments for me that the crowd was really got fired up, some love 30, love 40, and I managed to switch the energy and switch the momentum of the match, and I think that was huge to use that today. And I felt that. I've obviously played centre court a few times, and when the match with Djokovic, they got loud as well. I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but I just feel a little bit more on court 1, and I think it's maybe just a little bit biased and winning there and playing well there.
Have you had a request to play there?
I never requested anything, no.
Hi Cam, congratulations. You're obviously now the last British man in the men's singles. How does that feel? Are you feeling the pressure, or does that spur you on?
To be honest, I don't really care to be honest too much. It's very nice to have that, but I'm there just to enjoy my tennis, and I was able to do that all my matches so far and compete as hard as I can. And I think it was a very successful Wimbledon for Brits in general. Obviously, it would have been nice to have a few more players through to the latter stage of the tournament. But yeah, I'm not thinking about that too much. I got Nicholas Jarry next, another big match, and just going to enjoy it again. And feeling pretty good about my tennis. I'm happy.
Hi, congratulations again on your win. Apart from everyone here loving tennis, some of the gossip has been about who Emma Raducanu's dating. Can I ask if you're dating her? Can we get to the bottom of this, please?
Sorry?
We're trying to find out who's dating Emma Raducanu, and it seems to be going around all the men's singles.
Oh,
so I
yeah?
was wondering if you're dating her, please.
Oh, I'm not. No, you can ask her though. You can ask her. She said, I don't know.
What?
Since you've been in, Cam, Nicholas Jarry has won, so you'll be playing him. And what's your feelings about that matchup on Sunday?
Yeah, I think it's a great match to play. You know, I'm excited for it. And I think he's one of the most dangerous players on the tour when he's confident, and he is confident. He's come through qualifying. He had an unbelievable win today. He beat Holger in a crazy match. And I think he's looks like a guy that's nothing to lose. And I think he's so dangerous. And he's got one of the best serves on tour. I think he likes the grass a lot. So I'm going to have to really raise my level from how I played today. And it's a completely different matchup than my match today. But yeah, definitely going to have to return well and take care of my serve to have a chance with Nico.
At the back there, last one. You, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Do your expectations of how far you can go and what you can achieve in this tournament go up as you progress through a tournament, or do you try and block that out?
Yeah, I think the beginning of this year I was struggling a little bit with expectations, wanting to do play well and wanting to win and wanting to do well and not really taking care of the fundamentals so much. And I'm not going to change anything. I'm honestly feeling the ball really well. I practiced for about 10-15 minutes yesterday, and I stopped. I was feeling good, and yeah, expectations are only ever expectations, you know. And I want to just keep taking care of what I can, and I've come to enjoy this tournament, and I want to keep doing that and keep giving people, my friends, my family, my team, something to cheer about. And you know, I think as a kid, you know, you dream about playing here at Wimbledon, and you know, I think if I would have seen myself here playing and competing, I'll be super proud. So I'm not going to get too carried away with being in the fourth round. It's nice, but I'm just so happy to be enjoying competing, and it's a bonus to be feeling the ball this well, and it's a bonus to be winning these matches. But I'm physically feeling good, mentally good, and I want to keep enjoying and keep letting that kid out, you know, in the matches, and it's been a lot of fun.
Thank you very much.